All right, in this segment, we're going to go ahead and replace the rub rail. Of course, I think I did a little bit. I showed you a little bit of this old rub rail. It's broken and cracked in a lot of different places. And what I've done is I've ordered some from Integrity Marine, and let me show you what we've got here. So this is the profile I ordered, and from Integrity Marine. It should be pretty easy to put on there. It's pre-drilled. It also has this insert. So before I go any further, let me give you a little bit of information on Integrity Marine. Alright, so I've used Integrity Marine in the past. I actually like them for several reasons. One of them is they actually manufacture the majority of the rub rails that are put on boats, new boats that are put out today. They've got a huge amount of profiles that they use. I actually used them for the 13 restoration. I've used them in other restorations, but I haven't documented all of them. But here's a few clips from the 13 restoration. Installing the rub rail for the 13 was pretty interesting. This did come from Integrity Marine. It's a semi-rigid rail, so it involves some heating and screwing, gluing, and drilling, of course. It does have a channel for the wiring, which is pretty interesting, but if you want to see the complete video, you can check it out on this link in the upper corner. Now, one thing about Integrity Marine is they're actually the sole distributor for Barber Marine Plastics, and Barber Marine has over 1,200 profiles that they use. Integrity stocks 300 of them, and they basically picked out the 300 most commonly asked for or used, and they stocked them. So one of the reasons I used them for the 13 is they were the only source that had the original profiles for the 13, so we went ahead and did that. The other good thing about Integrity Marine, you can call them, and if you've got a unique need, you can discuss it with them. They'll try to help you find the right profile that'll work for your project. So that's one of the reasons I really like Integrity Marine. Got a good relationship with them, used them in the past, using them now, and we'll probably use them in the future. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start at the back and basically work my way around the boat and remove the screws. I am going to recover these. They're stainless, apparently 3/16 stainless, because with the age of the boat, there's no signs of corrosion on these. So I'm going to reuse these, and it's especially true since we have an insert, they'll be covered up. So, having said that, let me go ahead and start. These are going to be regular screws, not bolts. Or not, maybe, we'll see. So anyway, I'm going to give you a few compressed shots of us taking off the rub rail. It was a long, tedious process, hour and a half, 2 hours, two of us. Got it all off, but that's not the important part. The important part is going to be getting the new one on. So we're going to go on to that. All right, so it's next day. We've got all these clamps holding everything on. So now it's time to attach them. And basically, what I'm going to be doing, we'll be using a 11/32 bit to drill through, create a new hole, and then use these stainless bolts and lock washers that I got. So I'll do a few, and then after that, we'll go into production mode. But one of the key things we want to make sure is that this is actually flush with the top. So as we go, we'll be making this, we'll be tightening this up and then drilling in and set. And there'll be two of us. We might end up having a race, I guess, but we'll see. Yeah.
I go ahead and start on my side?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one thing you gotta watch.
I don't want to push it all the way through.
No, is you have to like make sure the top is right. So it should be like, just see how.
Yeah, like
I don't know how to explain
put it up to the lip.
Yeah.
Yeah, this side, the one I just did is fine. It's kind of hard though for me because I can't see up there. But
No, I know. Should get better as we get further down.
so I got that's in my left pocket. What's your clutch set to? 9?
Yeah, 8 or 9. Not a lot because
Yeah.
it torques it a little bit.
That's too tight. Damn, that's a big spider. Damn, this mine's not. Okay, I can't do too much more on this. It's gonna end up snapping.
You sure?
My clutch on mine's trash.
Use mine then.
No, it's fine. I just adjusted it. It should be okay.
All right, so let me show you how we're doing a section. So what I've got is basically 5, almost 6 of them. Now, if you'll notice, let me point something out to you. There's some flashing and stuff in here, and try to do is get it out, because that way it's not going to be in the way when we put the insert in. So the last bolt is here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got a clamp here, and what we're doing is getting somebody that you're working with, in this case my son, to look at and letting me know if it matches what the rest of it is. Now, part of the problem is the fiberglass on these Pangas, or at least this one, the edge is very curved. Let me know if it needs to go up or down. Or looks good?
Looks pretty good.
All right.
That section where your left hand is,
Yeah.
maybe down a hair if you can do it, but I think overall it looks good.
Adjust it. All right, so let me show you a little system that I came up with that really works and help keeping everything aligned and working your way down without having any bubbles. And what I do is, from the last one drilled, I've got 1, 2 holes. I'll put a clamp between the second and the third one. I'll move this down 1, 2, kind of the same. All right, and then I'll have a clamp further down here. And what I'll do is I'll check the alignment. I'll adjust it as necessary. And then I'll do 1, 2, 3. Take this clamp, move it down. Do 1, 2, 3. Actually, it would be 1, 2, 3 right here. And that actually really seems to move things along pretty quickly and keeps everything lined up. So let me double check the alignment. And that looks perfect. So I'm going to drill 3. Get my bolts inserted. So one thing I've noticed, earlier on I noticed these were pinching, but this rail was in the direct sunlight. It was hot, so it was a lot more flexible. Now I will say this rail is very flexible as it is, so it's easy to work with. But I guess the heat makes it even more so. 1, 2, 3. Now we move on to the next one. And that's my 3 method. We'll check the alignment. We've got a bridge coming up here where it goes from one type of fiberglass to the other, so that's fine. We can still work with that. All right, so here's what it looks like front to back. You see a whole line of bolts. I get lucky sometimes. I back it off a little bit.
Yeah, it goes in. And the braid's supposed to get dang up.
Yeah, that looks good on both sides.
Okay, so now we gotta.
I think we're gonna have to cut some of that off.
Yep. Where's the stool?
I need some hefty scissors too.
All right, so there's the fun part. Now we can get around this bend. Getting this cap on is going to be a little bit of a challenge because there's a bit of an angle on it. So one of the things we want to do is get an idea as to where it's going to sit, which is right there. Mark it, and we're going to have to cut it short so that this doesn't interfere with it being to the end. So, having said that, I'm actually going to go a little short. And I'm going to have to do my best to cut this straight up and down. Got a really fine blade on this jigsaw. Mousy. Okay. Now the fun part, since there's no bottom, yeah, I guess we don't have to cut that off. Alright, so do we have a drill here? If not, I got one. You good? One over there.
That's the one that sticks, so be careful.
All right, so we've got the base on all the way around the boat. Now it's time to do the insert. So a couple of things about the insert. I mean, we've got a complex curve here. I'm going to save that for last. I'm going to leave enough that there's going to be some left over. I know I got plenty. And the other thing is some lubrication. So I've got, actually this is cutting fluid. There was a mix of cutting fluid in there for machinist work. And I put some water and some Dawn soap in there. Dawn soap and water should be fine by itself. But the whole idea is to get some lubrication going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a section started and then make sure I have enough to wrap myself around, then come back and do that. This is going to be a lot of fun because, there we go. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of that going on. Let me get some on this too. I'm sure that'll help. So I found we don't need the screwdriver. You can just kind of, once you get it moist, you can just kind of guide it in with some pressure. And it goes right in. I think the key is getting it nice and soapy. All right, so when your hands will give out, we bring out the rubber mallet. That works too.
That's way better.
All right, let's get that off. I'm going to cut this to length with the surgical shears, which they cut just about anything. Okay. Now it's just a matter of getting this cap back on. And finding that original hole. Haha, that's going to be fun. Okay, I'm happy with that. Do the other side now, we're going to be done with this. Actually, although it took some time, it went better than I expected in a lot of respects. And it's due to the flexibility of it. But let me get this done. All right, let me do a quick walk around to show you how this came out. So far, I'm pretty pleased, man. This is it went a lot smoother than I expected. The bringing out the rubber hammer at the end, that really made the getting that insert in a lot easier than I expected. But so overall, we're really pleased with this. We've got a couple of more things we got to do with the boat, but this was about a 5 hour effort with 2 people, so 10 man hours to get this installed. Not too bad. All right, so we're done with the rub rail, and that was a lot of effort, about 5 hours, 10 man hours with 2 people. So it was worth it, though. Taking that old stuff off was that was ugly, it was nasty, it was broken. Getting this new stuff on really changes the appearance of the boat, and we're really happy with it. Anyway, I hope this video's been helpful to you. If it has, hit share and like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.